but he's determined the right course.
Charlie, you were the star today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
468. Charlie Woods, round of the day here at the Florida Last Chance Qualifier.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. This video is all about Charlie Woods' exciting story. As the success story as being Tiger Woods' son, this golfer has grown up and assumed the mantle to champion golfer and record breaker, besides being passionate about golfing. However, it is a story of triumph, obsession, and distinctive otherness that must be told about Charlie. Tune in with us as we unearth the 6 articles that outlines Charlie's journey to stardom. Witness how this kid is altering his timely golf future one swing at a time. Let's tee off. Early life and introducing to golf of Charlie. The involvement of Charlie Woods into the game of golf goes as far as even before he could reason over its intricacies. Charlie, the first child of Tiger Woods and Elin Nordegren, was born in 2009, so he was naturally drawn to golf. The household of Woods were born, bred, and lived golf in a way that it was as essential to their lives as food and water. As soon as Charlie could walk, he was immersed in the atmosphere, the noise of the golf course. 2 years later, the boy himself became a miniature golfer who could mimic almost every move made by real golfers in their play. Despite his obviously true gifts, he was a natural athlete and talent seemed to be a birthright for him. What was most striking was his passion for basketball. Tiger, who has had taste of early success, was therefore more flexible with Charlie. He let his sons self-improve at his leisure so that he did not become bored with playing golf. What can be said is that while getting older, the boy's love to the mentioned activity increased. Marmel said, "Unlike most boys his age who probably enjoyed video games or soccer and basketball, Charlie derived so much joy from honing his swing." At the age of 8, he began playing on the greens and developed comp soccer and discipline like his father wanted. In his career, Tiger had to act as both a trainer and a father figure. He acquainted Charlie with issues of technology, tactics, and determination, a factor that deserves admiration. Technical aspects were indeed important, said Tiger, but it was important to help, encourage people to enjoy the games, perform each shot while learning something new, whether a goal was achieved or not. This foster care mainly contributed to shaping the life of Charlie as a prodigy golfer of the world. Career milestones and path-paving episodes. Nevertheless, at the age of 14, Charlie Woods was already making headlines that amazed golf aficionados through various performances. His biggest achievement is that he has been a winner of high school state golf championship, besides being a learner in the Benjamin School in Florida. This victory was not only a great win for Charlie, but it also became a legendary win, which placed him even beyond what his father was doing. The championship entailed undertaking a very difficult 36-hole course, and in this competition, Charlie scored 76 and 78 points. However, these figures were remarkable for the player of this age, proving his brilliance both in techniques and temperament. Unlike many teenagers who might fail such high-stakes situations, Charlie excelled and displayed way higher maturity levels than any grown man would. Further, it spoke volumes of the historical background of the achievement that was made possible by the civil rights movement. Actually, this was the first time in Tiger Woods' whole golf career that he had never triumphed a high school state championship. This accomplishment solidified Charlie's status as a rising star and sent a clear message to the golfing world. Charlie Woods, more than just Tiger's son, young golfer, talented in his own right. Also, word started getting round among golfing legends and professionals of Charlie's capabilities. While recognized as a great talent scout, the golfer of goodwill, Lee Trevino, inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame, lauded Charlie's ball-striking skills and tagged him a future great. These brings out more confidence in people as they perceived Charlie for greatness, not only as a golfer, but also as a changer in the game in the course of golf. Rising above criticism. I understand that growing up as Tiger Woods' son, the young man had a lot of pressure, and for Charlie it was the same, but more of an advantage and less of a disadvantage. Yet his lenient treatment by the media, which appreciated his abilities, stemmed from talent, also invited disdain and condemnation. Skepticism arose more often that he received the opportunities not because of his merits, but because of his father. Facebook turned into a two-sided tool for Charlie. Needless to say, it emphasized his victories, but also objected with negative remarks. Some of his critics said that he got too much publicity, that is why he was overhyped. Others said that he can never be as great as his father. Such words cannot be taken lightly, especially for a teenager. But what happened to Charlie was a true inspiring story. Instead of getting into negativity, which was going on all around him, Charlie decided that his actions on the green will do the talking. Every tournament was a chance to silence his critics, and critics did not have to use their mouths but their fingers to express the criticism. Much of Charlie's strength came from the constant support of his family, especially his father. The conditions that Sriram was experiencing have always tested the great Tiger too during different phases of his career. He taught Charlie the importance of focusing on what truly mattered, his passion for it, and his constant progression. Tiger also introduced a mental practice session for Charlie alongside physical practice regimen he was training him. These distractions interfere White when practicing, and trained him on how to avoid unrelated stimuli right from the tendencies of competitive golf. Building this psychological armor turned into one of the main character's strengths, making him immune to criticism to maintain the main objective. The father-son bond. Suffice it to state that there is more than a mere teacher-student aspect, as well as Charlie and Tiger Woods are friends. Clearly they are friends, both on and off the golf course, and this relationship has had a very positive influence towards the molding of Charlie's character, as well as his golfing career. Their involvement in the PNC Championship that was famed to have several professional players partnering with their family members has in particular been felt. Playing against his dad, Charlie showed nerves of iron and a quality of the game which impressed the fans and opponents. In what can be considered their first shot at the championship, they managed to come fifth, quite a feat given the age of Charlie. In the following years, they were not so lucky and were placed as the first runners-up. Such performances demonstrated not only the development of the character of Charlie as a player, but also a fascinating tendency to show the relation between the father and his son. As I pointed out earlier, Tiger not only was a teammate during these tournaments, but he was much more. He was not directive, but supportive as a mentor while giving Charlie the direction to follow most of the time. This balanced approach provided the necessary support, which helped Charlie to gain confidence and at the same time to hone skills. Away from the greens, Tiger's relationship with his young son Charlie is extremely close and very much more than just a golfer and his son. From strategy planning, post-training analysis, casual banter, or friendly conversation, their fellowship is a perfect example of what a successful, nurturing mentorship or fraternal bond should look like. Crafting a unique legacy. Charlie Woods is Tiger Woods' son, and despite still being a teenager, he has already begun making waves in the world of golf. Thanks to a combination of raw skills and a family background, he has attracted fans or ordinary people and specialists. Still, the son of Nasim Sharif will always draw certain parallels with his father, but Charlie is starting to develop the path in the sport. He shows fairly impressive physical abilities, good control of the tools, and great perseverance, which may predict further successful performances. One of the most obvious factors of the game as played by Cooper is the swing or a lack of it. His mechanics are as smooth as those of his father with the perfect balance of the body movements. Still, Charlie has a short stroke, and he is able to hit a lot of power for his body type, again, underlining Charlie's inborn talent. Despite his hernia surgery recently, his swing proves that he practiced hard following Tiger but putting his own effort in. Way more than the swing, Charlie possesses excellent mannerisms as to how a professional ought to be. Consistency and fluidity were evident that most of the times even veteran golfers failed to exhibit. Mental toughness is also another location of strength for Charlie. It's the game for the mind, and Charlie has already proved here that he doesn't lose heart when he is under pressure. King is also known to have possessed sound mind from his dad, Tiger, and his actions depict the same character. Perhaps the most impressive quality viewed in this scene is Charlie's ability to come back after a failed play or bad circumstances, which is quite difficult to see in a young player. The experience of gaining composure even while dealing with adversities will play an important in his later endeavors. Other than his physical and mental abilities, one has also observed the way in which he positions himself on the course. Systematic thinking is an aspect of golf as a player is forced to think critically before making certain moves. On this aspect, Charlie is sharp. He understands how to make decisions regarding the wind situation, threat areas, and the place for shooting. His short game particularly, the putting, is well developed and show a maturity that is rather unusual for such a young player. There's more to suppose that he has the strategical thinking that is required to play the game at the advanced level within 2 or 3 shots. While playing golf, there is a lot that set him apart from his fame and privileged upbringing as the son of golf legend Tiger Woods. There is no attempt to become better than his father, for he only seeks to be the best golfer that he can be. This humility, together with what one may call sportsmanship, has seen him garner a lot of respect within and from fans. Away from the course, however, differences in Charlie's general performance indicate that Tiger has cultivated admirable qualities in him, including respect of the game and its history. He knows how to act like a true champ, even in his loses, which is not easily seen in young players. It remains for Tiger to shape the character of Charlie in very many ways. In ways as a father and a teacher of the game, Tiger has supported Charlie to embrace the sport while giving him space to chart his own course. Thus, Jack's successful experience so far can be explained by having all these opportunities to strive without attempting to become equal to his father. This support has given Charlie the backup on which it can build while playing the game and at the same time retain identity. As we look to the future is very bright for Charlie Woods. In this respect, one can expect that being a young man who gains not only physical but also mental experience, he will have to encounter more difficult situations in the sphere of golf competition. Adjusting to adult competition will entail strict dicing and much more competition. But these attributes and the fact that he is a natural talent with focus and determination makes him ready. It is not out of question that he is going to play in Masters or US Open one day, and irrespective of whether he becomes the next big giant of golf or carves out a new path for himself, the narrative of a young boy, Charlie, is definitely interesting. Charlie Woods is way more than just a young boy who happens to be Tiger Woods' son. He is a golfer in the making. His story is inspiring right from when he was challenging records set by the great legends and overcoming common obstacles. As we look ahead, one thing is certain. It will be exciting to see what Charlie Woods does next, and as such, golf's future looks incredibly bright. How do you view his inspiring performance? Please post your answers in the comment section below. As always, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories. See you in the next video.